Hello everyone, welcome back to the WhyKnot Academy. My name is Sarah. Today, I'm going to show you 11 idioms that you might not know, but you really should in order to help you sound natural as well as sophisticated. For each of the idiom, there will be sample sentences, of course. I'll be using a story about Emily and John, a couple working through their relationship issues to bring these idioms to life. This video is really going to help you improve your vocabulary. Ready to elevate your English? Let's get started with this lesson. The first idiom is, what have you? What have you? This phrase comes from the longer expression, what have you got? Implying what other things do you have? It evolved to mean and other similar things, or etc. The use of what have you became more common in conversational English during the 20th century. We need to work on communication, trust, mutual respect, and what have you to have a healthy relationship. I agree, Emily. Those things, along with understanding, patience, and what have you, are definitely important. Number 2, we have if you will. If you will. This idiom, it's a polite way of asking someone to consider or accept a particular interpretation. It gained popularity as a way to soften statements and make them more tentative or hypothetical. It's like saying, think of it this way. For example, it's a kind of oasis in the city, if you will. It's a kind of oasis in the city, if you will. Think of our relationship as a journey, if you will. If you will, Emily, this journey has been full of unexpected challenges. Number 3, we have jury is out or jury is still out. This phrase comes from the legal context where a jury deliberates to reach a verdict. When the jury is still out, it means they have not yet reached a decision. The idiom began to be used metaphorically in the mid-20th century to describe situations where a conclusion has not yet been reached. It's similar to saying, we still don't know the answer. The jury is still out on whether we should move in together. The jury is still out on a lot of things, but we need to make some decisions now. Number 4, we have for what it's worth. For what it's worth. This phrase means, here's my opinion. Take it for whatever value you think it has. It's a way to offer advice or information with humility, acknowledging that the speaker's opinion might not carry much weight. It's like saying, here's my opinion, even if it's not very important. For example, for what it's worth, I think you did a great job. For what it's worth, I think we need more quality time. For what it's worth, I feel like we're drifting apart. Number 5, we have as it were. As it were. This phrase is used to signal that a statement is not to be taken literally, but rather figuratively or as an approximation. It's like saying in a way or so to speak. It's used to show that something isn't exactly true, but close enough. For example, he was, as it were, the leader of the group. He was, as it were, the leader of the group. You are, as it were, the person I rely on the most. And you are, as it were, the one who understands me best, but we need to address certain issues. At number 6, we have be that as it may. Be that as it may. This phrase has been in use since at least the early 17th century. It is a formal way of saying regardless of that, or even if that is true. It's a way to accept something but still continue with your point. For example, it's raining, but be that as it may, we will still go out to the park. It's raining, but be that as it may, we will still go to the park. I've made some compromises, but be that as it may, I think we need to talk more openly. Be that as it may, Emily, I feel like my efforts aren't appreciated. Number 7, we have for all intents and purposes. For all intents and purposes. Originally, to all intents, constructions, and purposes. This phrase dates back to English law in the 16th century. It means in every practical sense and was used to indicate that something is effectively the same as something else, even if not in a straight legal sense. For example, for all intents and purposes, the project is finished. For all intents and purposes, we are still in a committed relationship. For all intents and purposes, yes, but we need to work on our problems. Number 8, we have to say the least. To say the least. This phrase is used to indicate that the reality is more extreme than what has been stated. It has been in use since at least the 19th century, serving as an understatement to highlight a situation. It's like saying, it's actually more than that. For example, she was surprised, to say the least. Your behavior lately has been confusing, to say the least. And your constant questioning is exhausting, to say the least. Number 9, in a manner of speaking. In a manner of speaking. This phrase is used to suggest that a statement should not be taken literally, but conveys a certain truth. This phrase means in some way or in a certain sense. It became popular in the 19th century as a way to qualify statements and add nuance to the speaker's words. It's used to explain something in a non-literal way. For example, he was, in a manner of speaking, the father of modern computing. We are, in a manner of speaking, at a crossroads. In a manner of speaking, we need to decide what direction to take. Oh dear, I'm really nervous for Emily and John. Anyway, at number 10, so to speak. So to speak. Similar to as it were, this phrase indicates that a statement is figurative rather than literal. It has been in use since at least the 17th century and serves to clarify that a phrase should be understood metaphorically. You can use this phrase when you want to show something is not exactly true, but close enough. For example, he finally put his foot down, so to speak. I need you to be more present, so to speak, in this relationship. I am trying to be there for you, so to speak, but it feels like it's never enough. Number 11, the idiom is by and large. By and large. This phrase comes from nautical terminology where by means into the wind and large means with the wind. By the 17th century, it had come to mean in general or on the whole, reflecting the overall condition rather than specific details. So, you can use this idiom to talk about the overall situation. For example, by and large, the event was a success. By and large, we've had good times together. By and large, yes, but lately it feels like we're stuck in a rut. To stuck in a rut, it's another idiom, meaning being in a situation or state of mind where you feel trapped or stuck in a repetitive, unchanging routine. The lack of progress, growth, or new experiences often leading to feelings of boredom or dissatisfaction.
I've been working the same job for 10 years. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut. I need a change to try something new to shake things up.
Right, those are the 11 idioms that you can use to sound natural and sophisticated. Seems Emily and John both have their concerns and frustrations about their relationship. What do you think will happen to them? Do you think they should go their separate ways or give it another shot? Here's your homework. Use any 5 of the idioms we learned today to draft your response on their relationship. I hope with the context of their argument helped you understand the meaning and usage of the idioms we learned today. I firmly believe that learning any new words or phrases within context helps consolidate your understanding, not only their meaning, but also of their usage. Let me know your thoughts, whether you like it or not. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fun English learning content. Connect with me on my IG for stories updates. Check out this video right here to see if your English is as awesome as I think it is. Take care and I'll see you next time.